Hello, I'm Leon Morales, president here at DNA Behavior, and I'm very excited to talk about Boys Without Fathers. And my story is, my earliest memory was actually riding on a Greyhound bus with my mom and my two sisters, because we were leaving our home that I only knew. I was 2.5 years old. I can remember being on that Greyhound and feeling the anxiety from my mother. And I think it was at that moment I realized that I didn't have a father. And so at 3.5, my mom remarried, and I was raised by my stepfather, who was a huge impact on my life. But those very early formative years that I had, I think really molded who I am as an individual. And one thing that I really did receive out of that whole experience was understanding my identity. I really didn't let people sort of impose their expectations on me. I was really pretty much of a self-starter, and I think that was sort of why that experience made me who I am in the work that I do today. I'm huge on social impact and the work that we do here at DNA Behavior. And sort of when one of our partners at the Dream Smart group talked about starting this group, Boys Without Father, I was really quite interested in it because there's so much that can be done sort of with this group, really helping people understand their own identity, but also the people that are mentoring them to really understand their identity, so there's an unbelievable match here. When I was in the Air Force, I was part of the big boys and girls, big brothers and big sisters, and I mentored a young man. His name was Brian, and I'll never forget driving up into the trailer park, meeting his mother, and at the end of that time with them, she was so struck by the experience that we had of having that male dominant sort of individual that Brian was able to talk with. That made a huge impact on me, and I always believed after I left the Air Force that I would do something that would be sort of continuing to contribute to society. And Boys Without Father, we're so excited about doing this, and I think one thing that you can do as part of joining our group is having an impact on other individuals, but really understanding your own identity. I think that's really something you can reflect on, and as it relates to sort of sharing sort of your knowledge and mentoring other people, because there's a huge need, and then we do know that there's a majority of individuals that really do grow up with without a father, whether it's a boy or whether it's a girl, and having these types of influences can really make social change, and I'm absolutely excited about being part of this organization. Thank you.